What's up everyone, welcome back to Ghost Allies Paranormal. In this video, I am completely alone. It is 4th of July Eve, so it is a Wednesday night, and you're probably going to hear a lot of fireworks off in the distance. So I'm going to be investigating the Greenlawn Cemetery solo, alone, by myself. Just me, well, and you guys watching. And we're gonna see what we find. It's probably gonna be a shorter video because it's not too big. Actually right now I'm passing the Washington Street Cemetery on the way. Both of these cemeteries are very close to my house. And so Greenlawn Cemetery is now technically part of Woodland Cemetery, which you'll see in the next video. So that's something that you definitely don't want to miss, because there's a lot of history in that cemetery related to Keene, New Hampshire here. So I'm pretty stoked to show you guys and talk a little bit about the history with you guys. But that's next video. In this video, we're doing Greenlawn Cemetery. Alright, we are now entering Greenlawn Cemetery after dark. So, it is 4th of July Eve, so don't mind the loud booms and bangs in the background. New Hampshire is very popular and well known for all of the fireworks. Is completely legal in New Hampshire. A lot of people come from all around, all the surrounding states to buy fireworks here. So this statue right up here is actually known for being so this is something that I guess a myth or whatever that happened when I was in high school. It's something that I heard. So the story was, this particular statue follows you, looks at you wherever direction you're at. But I can't say it's paranormal because it's a statue in a cemetery. That's what's gonna happen. Statues, they don't really have eye details to really tell what direction they're looking in, so they definitely can have that effect no matter where you're standing around it. So, but yeah, this statue, everyone used to say, I haven't heard it in a long time, but yeah, that's what people used to say, that this statue followed you around when you're in the cemetery here. So let's see if I can brighter. There we go. So we'll just do a quick walkthrough. I got my K2 meter. So there you go. We're gonna see what we can find. Car going by. So down the hill that way, the road wraps it around, and it goes into the rest of Woodland Cemetery. But we're going to do that separately from tonight. This is going to be a whole separate. Woodland Cemetery is going to be a whole separate video from this one, because this used to be considered a separate cemetery back in the day. So we're just going to walk around, and it's a little different because I'm alone this time. I don't have Aaron with me like normally. So the tricky part is, trying to talk with you guys and find stuff to talk about, I guess. But we're in the cemetery. We can look at gravestones like we always do. I always feel like that's boring now. I feel like we should do more of the investigating side of things. So I do actually have, I don't know where I would do it on this side, but I have these light up cat balls, and are motion activated, so I could place them down somewhere and see if something wants to set them off for us. We can do that. Let's go down this way. This is the roadway down. Stepping on, there's a light down there. Don't know if it's a grave marker or somebody holding a light down there. I think it's a grave marker because I haven't seen it move or anything. And it's about the same brightness as a grave marker. So, Lovejoy. That's a really cool name. Lovejoy. That's exactly what that is. That's a grave marker. It's weird because it's like the only one in here. This is really cool. Mason. I really like this a lot. This is a pretty sweet looking one. So this will probably be a little bit of a shorter video than normally, because the cemetery really isn't terribly large, and we're also going to be doing different parts of the cemetery of Woodland Cemetery. It makes sense because there used to be 3 separate cemeteries, and then they eventually all combined into one cemetery that is now Woodland Cemetery. Firework grand finale. Oh, I think that's Keene fireworks going off right now. They have the Swamp Bats baseball team up by they play at Alumni Field, which is up by the high school. And I know they were having fireworks tonight, so that's probably what we're hearing. You know what? I think think I'm going to do a little bit of, oh yeah, that's the grand finale from Keene fireworks, or Swamp Bat fireworks, whatever they want to call them. But the fireworks here. I'll put this down here. So I'll put that out of night vision mode. So if anyone Alright. If there's anyone in the cemetery here that wants to communicate, I have two devices right here with lights. The one with the green light will light up red when you go near it. I have another little ball that will light up if you can go near that and move it around if you can. None of these devices will hurt anyone here if anyone's here. Absolutely no one here is in danger. None of my devices or the things I have on me will harm you in any way. It just serves as a way for us to communicate. I do see a car coming. Oh, that's the road over there. There's a road on the other side of the cemetery over there. You know, I don't know if this is a good spot for the cat ball. I feel like it should be on a flatter surface. So I'm just going to put this away and we'll continue a night investigation. We'll walk around. I don't like sitting still either. Especially if I feel like I'm not drawn to a certain area to do stuff like that in. I didn't feel like that was the right spot. I was just kind of looking for a spot to do it, but it wasn't the spot. Honestly, this part of the cemetery is not, there's no paranormal claims really aside from that statue. At least that I've heard of. It is older, but not as old as the Woodland Cemetery. So that way is the way you go down to the Woodland Cemetery. We're not gonna go over there tonight. That'll be the next video that we can do. So that'll be next week for you guys watching. We'll do that for next week. Dinsmore. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. This is pretty good. I don't want to go all the way down here. I don't need to go all the way down there. But we'll just go back up here. Do another, just a little walk around. I mean, we don't want to, there's homes around here too, so I really don't want to disturb people accidentally shining lights and stuff in their houses and whatnot. So I'm trying to also be a bit more respectful compared to some of the other cemeteries we've been, where there isn't really houses right next door that we're really worry about disturbing people in the neighborhood. But we're just trying to. So these two are new. This is, I think, Kingsbury. Allen. There's a big Kingsbury family here in town as well. That's a name that you see on a lot of the headstones around here and a lot of the cemeteries, not just this one and other ones. Jocelyn. So I don't know which way we should go. We could. This is, I think, where we were. Oh, we were down there more, but below the trees. But there's some neat graves we can check out over here. Starkey. Albert E. Fish. Oh, there's a Freemason symbol on it. That's pretty cool. I always like seeing people who are part of Morse, seeing people with the Freemasons symbol, because I think Freemasons were kind of cool. I don't know, my thing was going off. I think it was the camera. There's something here with me right now. Can you make this go off if you come near me? No, I might have just had it too close to my camera or down by my pocket where my phone is. I remember, gotta keep it held out. I found the bugger. I found the last cricket making that noise. I found the bugger. That's funny. I found the exact cricket that was making the noise. Wasn't even looking for it. Wasn't even looking for it. There it goes again. Wasn't even looking for it. Pressler. Christian Pressler. I kind of like that name. Pressler. I don't know. Sounds pretty good. I like the name, the way it sounds. I like a lot of these names. I can't stand my last name. My last name is Christensen. It's long. People always misspell it. And I don't like being related to my dad. We have a pretty rocky relationship. Not to go into details, but he doesn't show me that he wants to be in my life, so it's been about 6 years or more since I've talked to him, and you know, I'm just a phone call away. He can always call me if he wanted to. I just stopped always being the one calling him, and you know, it's a two-way street, and apparently he's shown me that he doesn't want a relationship with me, so I'm not going to force one if he doesn't want it. Tapped. I like these old headstones, they're really cool. I just love the older cemeteries with these older gravestones. I don't know, the newer ones are like, I mean, they're neat, but they lack character. I just hate all this modern stuff that we have these days. Like, keep stuff simple. Like, this headstone is perfect. Like, if I die, and I would love to have a headstone just simply looking like this. Like, that would be perfect for me. I don't need anything special, but something cool looking like that, you know? I would like old school looking headstone. You know, I'll be honest with you guys. I don't really feel, you know, like paranormally, I don't feel like there's anything here. But I don't want to leave any of the cemeteries in Keene out, so I definitely have to do this anyway. So here we are. Finally got to do this one, and then as you heard me saying earlier, next week we'll be doing next week's video. We'll see Woodland Cemetery, which there's a lot of history just in that one part. And then there's the part by the chapel, which is also going to be a separate video because that was a separate cemetery at one point. But it's all like 3 cemeteries here. This one, Woodland, and the North District Cemetery are all in this one cluster, now merged together as one as Woodland Cemetery. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I don't want to shine the light in that direction because this house is over there. But I like these bigger monuments, I guess you want to call them, headstones on this side. They're really, really cool. I love just the history of, you know, I just love the way a lot of these older headstones look. And, you know, Holbrook. Well, it looks like my camera battery may be dying soon too. So it's okay. I'm going to go back around this way and we'll wrap the video up back where we started. There's really not a lot to show in this part. I mean, there's a lot, but paranormal wise, there's not much, and it's more just looking at the history and all these elaborate big headstones and monuments and older ones, and just really cool to look and watch. Really cool. So sorry about the shorter video tonight, guys, but you know, you gotta have short ones in with the long ones. You know, I smell dog poop. I step in dog shit. I don't think I did. But I do smell dog poop. A lot of people do walk their dogs through here. People yelling. So right behind me is elementary school. So this is, we'll definitely probably come back for another video in the future. Me and Aaron, maybe other people as well in the future. But yeah, this in a nutshell, we're about getting back to the beginning where we started. This is Greenlawn Cemetery, now also part of Woodland Cemetery. Had to at least show it, and we're about back at the statue. See the statue right there, that lady statue that looks at people, that likes to look at people. And you know what? We'll show her one last time before we go. Say goodbye to the lady that watches over the cemetery here. I think she's a pretty amazing lady. She must be. She's a statue. She is definitely the pinnacle of this cemetery, that's for sure. The cemetery mascot, I guess you can call her. So, there we go. And that, guys, that was Greenlawn Cemetery here in Keene, New Hampshire, part of the Woodland Cemetery now, which we'll be doing in the next video. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys. Definitely don't want to miss the next week's video, which we'll be doing in Woodland Cemetery. Please like and subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And don't forget, guys, to follow the rest of the socials: Instagram, Facebook, X. I also have a Facebook group. I have a Discord, and you can buy yourself some Ghost Allies merch on the Zazzle store. All links are below in the description.